Okay, so time for another death battle. We got Spider-Man, more specifically Miles Morales version of Spider-Man against Deku, who is final form. Um, However, just a disclaimer for the YouTube audience and anybody out there. I'm an anime only My Hero fan. So I've only seen the episode. I only seen the season 7. So season 8, the final season, that like manga material, is spoilers for me. And for the Into the Spider Verse movies, I haven't seen the newest one. I've seen the first Spider Verse movie. It was a pretty good movie. Been a little bit since I've seen it, but I watched it. Um, so I of course I couldn't really watch this death battle on its surface, but I had this a loyal viewer and friend of the stream Cold edit this, so it is not spoiler. Or it is spoiler free for me. So so yeah, if anyone out there, the YouTube audience is wondering why there's some stuff, there are some edits. That's why, because I did want to watch this one, and it would have been a while before I got to all that. To be honest, I mean I have to at least wait till October for My Hero. I know some people might say, why not just read the manga or watch the Spider-Man movie? But it's not how I want to consume the media. Alrighty, death battle time.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker.
Spider-Man.
By a
Oh
radioact-
wait. Before we hear the information, I forgot to say, I am in this one. I've always been a fan of Spider-Man low-key. I've never been a big superhero guy, Marvel, DC. I never really been that big into them. But the one Superman, I could speak. The one superhero I liked as a kid was Spider-Man. I'm watching the Spectacular Spider-Man, watching the Tobey Maguire movies, watching. I keep forgetting if it's the 90s or 70s. It's one of the animated shows for Spider-Man that is like a bit older. The one where like the Shocker meme came from, where like you yell is like over voice acting, like that show I used to watch as a kid as well. I always liked Spider-Man. That's 90s. Oh yeah, the 90s show. I like the 90s show. Do you prefer Miles or Peter? Well, I've only got the one movie for Miles. Miles was cool, but I got it. I think I have to go Peter, but and also I just kind of like the suit better. Like the black and red's cool, but I don't. I like the black and blue a little bit better. But Miles definitely has a cool suit. I think I like the all black Spider-Man suit. I know that's like him and his villain arc, or like the Venom's, like like that. That's like not like a good era of Spider-Man, but I like the all black suit. Nice. I meant red and blue for whatever I did. I don't know what I just said, but I like the red and blue Spider-Man suit. I think a little bit better than the Miles is red and black. But Miles' red and black is still really good. Spider-Man is a goated suit all around. But yeah, I like Spider-Man, but Deku for me is actually one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character of in all of anime of all time. I'm a big Deku fan. One of the biggest reasons I think is because you take a look at some of like the other, like, I guess shonen protagonists like Naruto, like Luffy, Goku, and even just like I guess like action anime in general. We got Gon, Yusuke, Natsu. In fact, there's like a big Ichigo. I knew there was a big one I was missing. Like Asta from Black Clover. A lot of those characters, they started. It seemed even if they weren't like the strongest, some of them were, some of them weren't. They started with like this confidence to them. But Deku right off the bat, you see like he's like the kid in the class who's like barely raising his hand, and like I kind of had like that more of an introverted protagonist at first, but like he's still like he gets to a point where he's like powerful whatnot. So feel like he's can be a tad more relatable in that regard, and I just always liked Deku. He was it seemed like a real underdog story. She was almost 10 years old. My Hero's almost 10 years old. Well, for me, I didn't start watching it till like 2018, so I wasn't on the ball. So I guess like it's a little better, but yeah. So who I'm rooting for? I have to go with Deku in this. I like Deku a bit more than honestly any version of Spider-Man, Miles or Peter, either or. But I do like Spider-Man, so this is gonna be a decent fight. Who do I have in this fight? I'm also gonna say Deku wins this. Before we hear some stuff, I'm gonna say Deku wins this because, man, One for All, especially where Deku's at, is crazy. And if you have not watched up to season 7 of My Hero, I'm gonna be saying some spoilers just right off the bat, but you definitely should be watching this if you haven't seen it. But Deku with 8 quirks, he's got the black warps, he's got like the Detroit Smash, he's got like what like gear shift, like the kind of thing. He got like the danger sense, like they're a good matchup. Well, got the Fajong type of vibe, like Deku is just, he's Himothy, like himward, and Vigilante Deku is like hella cool design, from season 6. So, I just think he's got this. I think Deku's got this. So we'll see what they cook up with this, what they conjure.
Spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world, and now he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider
Like
kit to help him
Naruto
out.
and
Spider
JoJo's.
carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles
They were the same
superhuman
height.
strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no Spider-Person is complete without their web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, living parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeus, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields
And
to
y'all
fly,
trust these
traveling
things
up
in
to
your
hundreds
house.
of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light-speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
Damn.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers
I'm not. If
still aren't
superheroes ever become real, stay out of New York. Stay out of New York.
enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor, no longer standing in his shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them,
50
each with their own way
superheroes.
of getting the job done. Miles even led him into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
All right. Miles, yeah, definitely. Maybe some powers that like aren't like the typical Spider-Man, like whatever they got the lightning and stuff, and like, some elemental power things and invisibility. But is that invisibility gonna do anything with Deku when he's also got the spider danger sense? No, I don't think it is. So, there definitely some stuff that Miles has that I didn't really think, but I'm not quite jumping ship yet. Can Miles go the mile? So yeah, we'll see what Deku, unless I feel like Deku's stuff is gonna be significantly weaker. I'm probably gonna stick with Deku. I'm definitely gonna root for him throughout, regardless.
But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there was no
This
one more
episode contains
synonymous with the word.
spoilers for the ending of My
peace.
Hero Academia.
All Might, the big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo liked to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk. Until
Romantic interest. Oh, you know, one of them. Come on, bro. We are. Listen, real ball knowers know that, like, it's really. Don't listen to the shippers. It's only Uraraka. Real ball knowers
to
know.
alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One For All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One For All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed
Wait,
this.
what they call it? Japan? I thought they called it soccer too. At least that's what I thought. I've heard like I watched a little bit of Blue Walk. I swear they called it soccer.
Giant robot in a single blow on accident.
Or is it meant like the league of the football, maybe the European leagues?
Wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though.
I don't know.
Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One For All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel,
He's
One For
far
All would
from
cause
this
their body
now,
to
though.
Explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone, just as All Might had passed
Yeah,
One For All.
I hate how some people frame that like ooh, he just learned to use his legs. Ooh, yeah, but like you learn with the full cowling stuff. He was like because he couldn't use his legs before because if he broke his leg he'd be out of the he'd be out of the battle, you know, because but now with the stuff and then people just be sleeping. People be hating on
had
Deku
been
lately.
passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her
So
master.
I really hope he wins
One
this.
For All
I really
was
hope he
a power
wins.
that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One For All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All For One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his
Smoke
muscles
screen,
as
that's
he
another good
moves.
one.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him create a smokescreen, but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smoke screen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with Full Cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light-speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku, so he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him. Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Indeed, indeed. Deku does have a crazy arsenal of powers. Like the whole, like him getting like multiple quirks was very, very, very cool. I just know that ending at the. I noticed a little cut there at the end, so I'm assuming that they just talked about like at the end or something of My Hero, but yeah. Soon though. I forget when the last season's gonna drop. I think it's like October or something, maybe. Well, they did Deku justice. Yeah, I could listen to more of that than I thought. I thought there was gonna have to be like a lot more. So I'm glad not. But yeah, so Miles versus Deku. I'm definitely, like I said, rooting for Deku. One of my favorite characters. I also think he's taking this one home. Give me Deku. Miles is a good Spider-Man, has some good power, but I think Deku is just, he's got this. He's got this, bruh. Come on, Deku. Come on, let's go.
Hello.
You're not Deku?
Store-bought Benjamin.
Okay.
I know what you're asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Merch.
Thick.
Yes, that's our Mechanical Menace Mecha Goose pulling down the trunks of poor Dummy. Our new summer line of merch is available now on deathbattle.gg for a limited time. Why did Wiz build robot butt cheeks on Dummy? I don't know. Get your cheeks at www.deathbattle.gg.
Alright, here we go.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Here we go. Wonder if any of the fight had to be edited.
Huh?
Oh, they made like a comic transition.
You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
Let's try that one more time.
Oh, webbing.
Guess who?
Oh.
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh,
Oh.
You got skills, man. I like that.
Oh, he's... Oh, it broke.
And,
There's web shooter. Ooh. Oh, I like the song too. Ooh. Hey, he's doing the trade.
Abandon part of the city so we can go all out.
Look, thinking of the people. Thinking of the people. Oh, gear shift.
my best.
Oh,
I gotta do my own thing.
the picture. Oh, he's got a guy who's using the sword thing. Oh, oh.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh,
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
oh. Just like all my episode or season 1, shock absorption. Oh, WC, come on.
Go beyond.
Plus Ultra, let's go. 100%, just going. Oh, boom. Oh no. Wait, he's gonna blow himself up?
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
What happened?
Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking.
Wait, what happened? Did Deku win that? He was alive. I think he won. Did he win that? I think Spider-Man blew up and Deku survived. The song is called You Say Danger, and then What Up Danger. That's clever. Suit up, he overdid his suit and power, and Miles. Oh, so Miles blew. Let's go, Deku. GG's to Miles though. GG's to Miles. Deku became One Punch Man at the end, yeah, with the serious punch. That season 3 of that's almost coming out, I think, or at some point. All right, so. This is gonna be hard to see who gets superpowers, speed, skill, strength. I think they're gonna give speed to Deku. I think they'll give speed to Deku. But any other. Honestly, a lot of these could go any other way. Like, I could see either or getting superpowers, strength, skill. This is tough. This is tough, honestly. I'm gonna say skill and speed go to Deku, because Deku, like the way he like uses his quirks, I think could be more like seen as like skill. I'm gonna say superpowers, speed, and skill go to Deku, but they maybe. Would they go? You know what? I'm gonna say Deku sweeps it. I'm gonna say Deku sweeps it by a little bit. I was gonna give some respect. I'm gonna say Deku sweeps it. I'm not trying to glaze, but like I just think maybe they'll give Spider-Man strength or superpowers, but I think Deku gets speed and skill. And it's got maybe I think Spider-Man maybe gets superpower or strength, but I could see Deku winning both by a little bit either way. I'm gonna go for the sweep. I'm gonna say sweeps.
About their superpowers,
Sweep.
which matched up quite evenly. unsurprisingly given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for danger sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Okay, tie. I forgot about ties.
Miles could dodge light
I was confused about that.
Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
Deku, okay.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill.
Are they
goes
gonna
to
inspire?
Miles. That
Okay.
means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest.
Deku.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all. So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. And remember, the vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could do.
Okay, so they're giving strength and speed to Deku, skill to Spider-Man, and then they're tying superpowers. I'm not gonna complain. I'm definitely not gonna complain. I for most part agree with this. I almost think I don't know. I feel like I would tie skill. I know we got the comic books and Miles already got the experience, but it's not really like experience. It's more so skill. And you see Deku, like the way he combine like he thinks during fights and thinks during like the mindset. Thank you to anime. We know exactly because there's always internal monologues. Like he thinks about like in season 4 when he was like going like showing that the Night Eye what he can do and like the he was making sure he didn't hit all like the posters. Like there's some stuff I don't know. I feel I don't want to complain because it's like 2.5 to 1.5, but like I may have split that one too. I know you already. I'm just saying.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
W winner, yes. The morale of the story is crazy. So who's is there like options or just like anybody? So fights where you can go off those, but sometimes they do ones that weren't public, or you can say who do you like. But from what I remember the Kickstarter campaigns, I don't even know if this was like one that got greenlit or not, or if it needed like more rewards. But the one that I kind of like always thought to me was the Ruby versus Maka one. Because I have seen Ruby, I've seen Soul Eater, and both are pretty good shows. I kind of would be interested in that one. Yeah, I think because the ones were like Aang versus Traveler, Ash versus Yugi, Hulk versus Godzilla, Gru versus Megamind. I say Gur versus Megami, but I'm cooked. Maka versus Yang and Columbo versus Light. Ash versus Yugi. Yeah. Oh, Maka. Oh yeah, Maka versus Ruby or Ash versus Maka versus Ruby and Ash versus Ash versus Yang. Oh, Ash versus Yugi. Wait, I keep thinking I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not. Ash versus Yugi, Ruby versus Maka. Those are the fights I'd be most interested in that list. Maka versus Yuki. Like, bro, what am I yapping about? Bro's yapping. But yeah, let's see.
Next time.
What we got? Oh, Godzilla. Godzilla versus Hulk.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Godzilla versus
Next
Hulk.
time on Death Battle.
What's up, YouTube?
Again. Again with the power.
Bruh. Match the power. Yo, I remember that. Yo. Get Hulkzilla. Man, this was like 2018 or 2019 too. Yeah, maybe one day, maybe one day we'll be back. But yeah, no, the Hulk and Godzilla. Unfortunately, and off those previews, I haven't seen, even though I really wanted to, I haven't seen Godzilla like -1 or any of the new like the Godzilla versus Kong, Godzilla versus the King of the Monsters. And I've only seen the 2014 one. It was just called Godzilla. And then Hulk, I'm not like that familiar, but I don't know, Marvel stuff and DC comic stuff. The different universe, I'm never just gonna be familiar with any of those. But you got for Hulkzilla. Rooting for, I'm definitely gonna root for Godzilla, but who I got? I don't know. I think Godzilla takes that too. Like, Hulk is strong. I'm probably missing something. It's like, you missed the comic where he punched the planet and punched the moon, and God, he's so much stronger than you. Have no idea. You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. You have no idea how good Hulk is. Oh my God! But like, but I don't know. Godzilla just seems like crazy compared to Hulk. So, I think Godzilla as well. like this.
He can do turnarounds. He has one of the best footworks inside. You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. Oh my God! On the floor. He can do turnarounds. He has one of the best footworks inside. You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. Oh my God!
Bro, he was distraught. I love that clip. It sometimes be like that when people are yapping, like I just did. Punch is playing. Oh, I'm not that far. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be like Doomslayer versus Chief all over again. Godzilla, Skull Island, King of the Monsters, Godzilla versus Kong, and then Godzilla versus Kong 2. Yeah, and then Godzilla -1. I've only seen Godzilla. I've wanted to watch those for a while. I almost like planned to do reactions for those for a while, but never got around to them. Getting ready for Hulk's funeral. Oh, they're saying, might you say Godzilla? Do so where they include multiple versions of Godzilla in one. Shout out to the Japanese Godzilla, like the OG Godzilla. Biggest size difference. Yeah, man, crazy. All in all, W, Death Battle. I leave happy once again. I do like Spider-Man and even like the Miles rendition. I do, but I was starting to root. I felt it. I was rooting hard for Deku. I was getting worried So I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not walking away sad in this one. I'm not like the Chief and Doom guy, but yeah. Yeah, we'll see next time.